playing Al, the barbarian. And with us currently here, we have. Bleh. I'm so sorry. We have Kat playing Lilia.
You mean Doctor
and
Strange?
We also have Vex playing Zilvra. Penny will be a little late, but she will be joining us.
And I will not be wearing this the entire session. I can barely hear, and I can barely speak, and I can barely see. So, enjoy this for the couple minutes we have it.
You might as well just take it off now.
I gotta at least get about 5 minutes in with this thing on.
Okay, so what happened last time was that the players went through a living nightmare.
Yay! I have trauma!
Eventually, after working their way through such horrible visions of both the future and the past, they met up with Winifred Sanderson. And Lilia immediately proceeded to gun her down.
Shots fired.
We ganked her hard.
After that, after quickly disposing of someone a little too quickly, I'm going to have to rethink my encounters from now on.
Oh, God.
They fled the Feywild, got back to Esterfey, and are now currently enjoying the celebrations. There's currently a festival happening there, and we currently find everyone on the beach just enjoying a nice spring day. It's fairly warm. It's fairly warm in early spring here, so they're enjoying a nice day on the beach, just relaxing and lounging. It's been a few days since they got back, and they figured it's about time to take a look at everything that Al shoved into the bag of holding while they were looting Winifred Sanderson's house. So, inside the bag, in addition to the 48 hematites that are still in there, you find 100 gold coins. Who's going to record this?
I say, can you just send this? I'm sure you have it in text, don't you?
True.
I'm typing it.
I say, I can't really type because my main computer is out of commission with this stream, so...
Kat says she's got it, so 100 gold pieces, 36 platinum pieces,
Ooh.
18 cut andesite gems.
Hold on.
Yeah, fingerless gloves aren't the best things for typing, are they?
The gloves are coming off, you guys.
Gloves are off. Time to start a fight.
Okay.
So 18 andesite stones. And all of these are held within a soapstone pitcher that's just dotted with semi-precious stones. There is a large silk tapestry that was shoved in there, and it's of the spire that Sigil orbits around.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
There were 2 jade mugs and a saffron-colored linen robe.
Oh, saffron.
Yes.
I was about to say saffron. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
It's a spice.
It's also a
Yeah, I thought you said saffron.
Oh.
Ah, there we go. Wow. Everything is weird colors and my nose no longer hurts.
Now, that's the mundane stuff that you were able to just quickly shove in there.
Yeet.
However, Lilia did detect quite a few magical things. So Al's currently, he's got his hand holding onto the bag of holding, and he's just been going in and out, grabbing things in his mouth and putting them on the beach for them to examine. However, after he's gotten all this out, he goes back in, you suddenly hear, "Hey, what are you doing in here? No, stop that, stop that."
I know what's in there. Our buddy? Is it our buddy?
Actually, no. Your buddy, the baby Zorn, is currently making sandcastles and
Aww.
just plowing through them.
Aww. He's a good boy. Or girl. I don't know what it is. Zorns are weird
And
looking.
by making sandcastles, it's more just like a lump of sand and just plowing into it and appearing on the other side.
Hey, guys, we got a dog.
So there currently sounds to be a scuffle going on inside of the bag of holding.
Zilver will walk over and take a look.
You look in, and what you see is something that's about 2.5 feet tall, humanoid in shape, with absolutely zero features. Its feet are just rounded, flat feet, as if it's wearing boots. It does have 10 fingers, though.
Do we recognize this?
You have no clue what the heck this is. It looks like that's currently wrestling with Al.
How big is it? Is it about Al's size?
It's 2.5 feet tall.
Alright, so I probably can't pick it up.
Do you want to try?
I might as well.
You lift it up. It's surprisingly light.
Hey!
It struggles a little bit as you lift it up. Its legs start kicking.
Say, hold up, Liz. Is this yours?
Okay. Do I have any idea what this one is?
No, you remember this was something from Winifred's hut, as this is just one of the things you detected that was magical.
He threw it in. He threw in a person.
Well, it looks like a doll, a completely featureless doll.
Okay, so it's not a straw doll?
No.
Oh god.
Alright, I'll kind of look at it, like hold it up in a distance and kind of look at it.
It looks back with what you assume is its face. It looks right back at you.
She'll say, "What are you?"
It does not reply. Other than creating a wave of weird color on its face. Now that you're able to look at it, it looks to be made of a dark brownish metal color.
Ooh.
Or dark brownish metal.
Can I roll Arcana on this? Question mark. What would I need to roll for this to find out, like, what's its deal?
You can roll Arcana to get some information on it.
All right. I will
actually cast a...
I do not have spells for that, so
Spells for
anything useful. Yes, I don't have spells for anything useful. I only have spells for blowing shit up. Arcana's
a... still have Identify?
21.
Shit!
You don't?
I did!
So, 21. This is an animated doll. It's very similar to it looks very similar to a golem in construction.
Ooh.
But it's much smaller in size. It doesn't look like an iron golem, but it's clearly made of metal.
This thing's really cool.
From the way that the colors are sparkling across it, it seems to be slightly magical.
I have a question, actually. From judging on the colors, you know, you said like its face changes color, kind of thing.
Yeah. It's almost like an oil slick.
I would say, is it like kind of doing that with any pattern, or is it just kind of randomly doing that?
It didn't randomly do that. When you asked the question, it gave a series. Its face went through a rainbow of color changes, and then it stopped.
Because I have that ring that is empathetic, and
yes. Make a wisdom check.
Wisdom check.
Advantage.
Yeah. I'm like, that's why I was saying, I'm like, I think if it's emotions, I should understand this, because I've been hanging out with this thing. 19.
19. So you do that, and so you get this feeling from the ring that this thing is, that whatever the doll is, it's very confused, but also not harmless. Sorry.
Not
harmful. It's harmless.
All right. So with that, with finding out, like with it kind of giving her that reassuring feeling, I'm assuming like it's just like it probably is like a very calming feeling kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like what a mother's hug would be if your mother wasn't a fucking psychopath.
No, it's not as much of a warm feeling. It just gives you this thing's chill.
All right. So with that, Zilver will kind of like say, "All right, we're not going to hurt you. Don't worry." And then she'll kind of gently put it down on the ground.
You put it down, and immediately it starts looking around, goes over to the...
Oh, you're cut out there, George. You goes over to what?
Goes over to the closest of the towels that you guys... and just flaps it out, and then lays it to get the sand off, and then lays it down, and goes and does it with the towel.
Aw. Say, he seems like a cool dude. All right, let's keep him. What else is in the bag?
Al goes in there, pulls out what looks like a gem, roughly that big. It's got a lot of small facets around the edge, and on the and it has two very long flat sides.
There we go. Okay.
And it's completely clear.
All right. Do we recognize this, or is it one of those things we'll need to identify for?
You may need to identify it.
All right.
God
Or
damn
test
it!
it out.
And or what? Sorry.
And or test it out. That's the one thing
I do not. Hey, Lilia. You want to test something out that we don't know what it'll do?
Yeah, I used to have identified, but I got rid of it when I leveled up because I never fucking used it.
George did this intentionally. He did this 100% intentionally. Oh well, we can. Zilver doesn't. After hearing of Lilia's issue with the potion, she's very adverse to trying something we don't know what it is. So
he'll drop it back into the bag of...
Actually, Zilver will say, "Can you leave it out? But we want to sort things we don't know and put it with other things that we don't know what they'll do. Then we can get them all identified at once."
So he puts that down on the ground.
Like in a separate area.
Yeah, he goes back in, and you hear a bump as he tries to come out, and you see he has a black circlet around his head with a purplish veil across his face.
Oh, Zilver immediately is like, "Ooh, that's really pretty."
And
it's my
you
aesthetic.
can see around it there seem to be small little symbols.
So Zilver will kind of move over and kind of like get in front of it and kind of look and see what the symbols are.
The symbols look to be lightning bolts.
Ooh. All right. So Zilver will kind of like gently pick it off of Al's head and put it into the pile. She's like, "That's a good look for you, Al."
He goes down. The next thing he finds is a ring that it's a thick ring, and embedded into it are shards of glass.
Ooh.
As Zilver says that, as she looks closely at it, and her breath wafts over it, you all hear this haunting, ethereal song. It just snatches of voice here and there.
Which thing? The ring or the...
The ring.
Oh.
As she goes ooh over it, just the current of her breath over it causes that to happen.
Does it sound like it's like my voice being spookified, or?
No. It's someone else's voice, and it's just snatches of a song.
And what do we understand? Like the snatches of the song, or?
You really can't, just because not even all the words are fully formed. But you can tell that it's in common.
Okay. Oh, also, George, sorry, just a side thing. During those kind of 2 days we had off, Zilver would have been reading her books. Like the nerd she is.
And the last thing Al pulls out of there, it actually takes a while to pull it out, but as he pulls out piece by piece, you see that it's green, and it looks to be made of thistles.
Ooh, that's cool too.
What?
Thistles.
Thistles. Thistle is a plant that is
I heard thistle. I don't know what the thing about thistle is.
I haven't said it.
It's a thing made out of thistles. That's literally what he said.
I hadn't described what the item is yet, because he's pulling it out piece by piece. but when he eventually lays it on the ground, it looks to be a suit of armor that looks to almost be about half plate armor made out of thistle.
Say, it looks like Adria's getting an upgrade. Because I feel like she's the only one who got... Can she wear?
Yes.
Yeah, this is definitely an Adria armor. It's almost like...
half plate is medium.
It's almost like we have a druid who can't wear metal, so George gave us a plant-based armor.
So these were all the items that you had detected as being magical.
All right, so...
including the doll that is now currently, now that it's done that, it's currently trying to make the sand castle a lot more neat.
Yes, I love
it. Every time the Zorn goes through it and some of the sand keeps falling down.
Zilver calls dibs on naming it.
Sure.
Actually,
I imagine Eon is somewhere nearby also doing...
the same thing,
Yeah.
making a mess.
Yeah. Well, she's only about 6 months at this point.
Yeah, sure.
Making a mess.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So we have all this cool stuff. Actually, Kat, how much gold do we have? He said 100, right?
Yes, 100 gold and 36 platinum pieces.
Yep.
36 divided by 3. All right. So it's 12 platinum per person, and then 33 gold per person. With 0.33 repeating. Which,
We'll take that last.
yes, we'll give Al that last piece.
Sure.
He doesn't need
But
nobles, he doesn't need royals, but hey. No.
He needs it for the look. He needs to be able to flick the coin up with his thumb. Like the thug he is. Alright, so that's 12 platinum, 33 gold. Add these. I have money! I have more than my 1 silver piece now.
Okay. So, what would you guys like to do?
Alright.
We're at the beach and relaxing.
Yeah, let's say, like, Zilver will probably ask Lilia, like, hey, do you know any place we get these identified at?
Do I get that identified?
Yeah, the local temple can always do it for a donation.
All
per
right.
item.
What?
Yeah, okay.
Who is the temple to?
So the temple. Hold on, let me double check.
I have to remember what gods Zilvra is connected to, including mystery god we have no clue about.
So this one. So it would be to Kaplep, the god of the sea.
All
Even though
right.
this isn't technically a sea, it is a large lake, and for them, that's enough.
Yeah, I'd say that's a C for...
What? It's a fishing town. Let's be real.
Exactly. I was going to say, like, it's a C to them.
So yeah, it's a temple to Kaplep. So the donation,
Also, by the way, my god section says Saloon / Loth / Mace Man. That's all 3 of my gods. In a shell nut there. So I have no clue who Mace Man is yet.
So, you know what? Make an investigation check.
Investigate.
No, just Silvra.
Come on, I have a +2 to investigation. 20 dirty.
Okay.
A dirty 520.
You found a section that seems like it would hold it. The god it's describing has black armor,
All right.
wields the mace, and also appears to be a god of very wild nature.
Ooh, what's...
You can't exactly translate yet. You're not good enough with the language to figure out which god he is, but that's narrowed it down.
I say, like, wouldn't that be through my translation thing? Because I have that, remember I have that English or common to, like, Eastern to
Your
Western.
Common, yeah. Eastern to Western.
Same
Except
difference.
as you're reading it, some of the words just aren't. They
Ah,
seem to be a much more archaic style, but you can tell that it's a god of a very wild aspect.
ooh. I'm still gonna leave him named as Mace Man because that makes the most sense to me. Also, because that is what has stuck with me is that he has a mace. So, and that's pretty amazing.
So it's going to cost you in this town just 5 nobles per item to. I mean 5 royals per item. To
Royals
identify.
is silver.
Gold.
Oh, gold. Jesus,
Yeah,
they're fucking
Well-
greedy.
because it does require them to have that 50 gold one there, and
Sorry, hold on. What does that
pearl.
require them to do? Have?
They need a 50 gold piece worth pearl.
Does that get consumed?
No, that doesn't get consumed.
That seems expensive then. Like that.
And,
Come, why'd you have to get rid of it, Lilia?
and it also takes up spell slots. And because
It's not like they're going to be doing combat.
Hey, they also have to heal people too. That's one of the things that they do. So using up their spell slots to identify is going to cost.
All right. So how many items do we need to identify? We have the circlet, the gem, the ring, and the thistle armor, right?
Yes, you can also have them try to identify if you
So-
want.
The what? Sorry.
The doll.
Ah, he's cool. He's a bro. We'll name him Paulton. He's not a murder doll, so I can't name him Simon. Yet. He's not a murder doll yet. Let's see.
Don't talk to me on my show ever again.
Alright, so, 40 gold. Sorry, not 40 gold. 20 gold for the 4 in thing. I had 4 in my mind, and then... So, 20 gold. Do you want to split that 3 ways, or do you want to... I'm assuming you have enough gold to spare, says the person with, like, no gold. Please.
Okay.
So,
To identify them, the armor is the thistle armor is a +1 suit of half plate armor with a thorns enchantment on it.
Ooh.
So whenever the wearer
Adria.
gets hit with a melee combat, the attacker takes 3d4 piercing damage.
Ooh, that's some nice stuff there. Make our baby tank a bigger tank.
The ring is known as the Ring of Shattered Glass.
I love that name.
This ring has 3 charges, and on every dawn it recovers 1d3 charges. For 1 charge, you can cast Ice Knife. However, rather than dealing cold damage, it deals thunder damage.
Ooh, that's
As
cool.
a burst of song.
This sounds like a
rock.
Lilia. This sounds like a Lilia item here. A burst of song.
And one thing that you can do is if you blow over it hard enough, you'll actually hear more and more snippets of the song.
Also, Lilia's really good at blowing.
Actually, that's just phrasing.
I love the eye roll from Kat there.
So, and the veil is the Veil of Storms.
Hello.
When the character
Hold on, George, hold on. Kat just said
Okay.
one second. She's typing out all this stuff, and I wish I could help, but I would have to literally do this, and have to head bad on my back.
Okay, so Veil of Storm.
Yep, the Veil of Storm. When the wearer is standing in any form of precipitation, they may attempt to stealth.
Ooh. This sounds like a rogue item.
It's very similar to the Wood Elf ability.
Yeah.
They may attempt.
to stealth.
To
I-
stealth.
Yeah, so they could be standing in the middle of a field. It starts to drizzle,
And
a sun shower, and they could attempt to stealth. More like chameleon rather than just true invisibility.
I was thinking like in Skyrim to like just
Yeah.
crouch and just disappear.
And that's why I was saying chameleon.
Yeah.
It's like in Oblivion where it's like, oh, I can kind of see you there, but not really.
Yeah. All right, and that's 3.
Yep.
And
And then
what's
the last one is a gem of true seeing. It has 10 charges and
Ooh,
recovers 1d4 every dust.
that'll be very handy.
It has a passive ability that when looked
How much ability charges?
10 and recovers 1d4 per dust.
Okay. Passive ability.
When looked through, so just detect invisible and illusions within 120 feet.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. You cut out what?
Sorry. Detect invisible and illusions for 120 feet.
All right, that's really handy too. All right, so
Okay.
with that we'll
There are
have
three,
to.
It's got 3 abilities.
Ooh. What's the third? So it has casting.
Got
No,
Passive.
The passive. Then, for 1 charge, it can see through illusions and invisibility, or 120 feet. And for 5 charges, it can dispel
That is really
one
cool.
illusion or invisibility in 120 feet.
Oh, that's cool. That is really handy too. So I feel like we've already know what like Adria's obviously getting the armor because I think she's the only one who can wear half plate.
Correct.
Zilver kind of really likes the idea of that circlet because that is a very rogue thing, and also it looks super cute. It's
Yeah.
her aesthetic. Lily.
A hot chocolate trash.
Also, at some point, maybe at some point, I'm gonna start working on a Zilver cosplay because I really like the aesthetic of her. Because I'm a loser and I'm gonna play my
Okay.
costume my own character.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We'll take the ring of Shadow Glass.
Yep. I feel like that's such a Lilia thing. Just that song.
And Al actually goes over and looks at the gem. The gem looks to be the same exact size and shape as his eye.
All right. There we go. Let's give this to Al.
So now he's got 1 green eye, 1 clear.
Hey, Al is just becoming this like thing we just plug items into. He's like the pet in those games where like you're just sticking stat boosts to him. Hey, now Al has heterochromia.
Yep.
He is Helicomia Dragonfly. Wow, he's kind of becoming a dwarf.
Hey, at least he hasn't gotten adamantine poured over him, which would give him adamantine teeth and an adamantine armor.
God,
Making
and then he's
all of his attacks criticals and making him immune to criticals.
Okay, so now he's just be Wolverine.
I was about to say that he's literally going to become Wolverine. All right, and Silver will put the crown on her head and go, just looks super happy about it. Or the circlet with the veil,
It kind of rests awkwardly on
because she has fox ears.
your muzzle.
She does she? I don't think you know. She has a very human-like face. I say she has a
Oh.
very humanoid face. You've seen pictures of her.
Yeah, I know.
She doesn't have a muzzle right now. When she's a fox, she'll have a muzzle.
I was just picture like Yaka coming up behind Silver at some point. He's just like grabbing onto her, maybe by the tail, and hopefully like scaring the shit out of her.
You're trying to make me become a fox. Don't make
Yes.
Don't make me become a fox right before we're going into a haunted house, because I am literally useless as a fox. One sec. A wisdom save, you said?
Yes.
13.
13. So at one point at the beach, when they get back, Ianthe waddles over and...
Actually, I probably should say she'd be at disadvantage because Adria is there. She's like playing no...
grabs Zilver by the tail, and Zilver suddenly... which causes Ianthe to giggle riotously and chase after the tiny little fox.
I say Silver now is like the little circlet with the veil over her face as a tiny fox.
Everything turned into the fox with
Yeah.
you, so you don't even
Aw.
have the...
Alright,
because it's with you.
should I roll for stealth, or should I run, like, try to get away from her first? I probably can outrun her very easily, because I have 40 feet movement speed.
As a
George?
fox.
As a fox, I have 40 feet movement.
So later that same day that you identify, you actually get a letter that comes to you. A courier, a male courier, runs up and goes, "Oh, well, are you Lilia?
Yep.
Okay,
Is there any other Lilias in this world?
pulls out a letter, looks at something on his notepad, looks at Lilia. Okay, hands the letter over.
I'm assuming I'm still a fox, because I can't
Yeah,
reverse
later.
that.
It's later that day.
I can't reverse that until asleep.
Yep. So once he gives you the letter, he runs back on the station.
Alright.
The letter, you can see on the front of it, has a very familiar symbol. However, it's only slightly resembles that of Bart's. This one is from the Stellan.
I was
house
about to say,
on
is it the
City of
Stellan
Mirrors.
one?
Yes.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So,
Little open it.
Silver's kind of like probably like perched on her shoulder to look at it too.
everyone's gathered around the Zorn waddles over because it's wondering what everyone's gathered around the one spot for. Maybe you found another gem for it. It always likes tasting new gems. But
Do we?
so the letter is
Did Al want to keep his eye, or did we feed it to the
Well,
Zorn?
what? Using the magical gem to the
No.
Zorn.
Al's original eye. Not. Is it a magical gem?
You don't want to feed his original eye to the Zorn.
Oh,
You
okay.
want the Zorn growing 20 times in size and going crazy and trying to kill everything.
That is true.
Ah,
I don't know. That sounds
Yeah,
fun.
You'd basically be fighting a Tarask.
Ooh, I like the idea of this. Let's do it, guys.
shut up.
You know what? I wanted to die. Let's do it.
Silver's already died once. What's another time?
It's
like Jason Todd.
It's
It's like Jason Todd. Died
No.
once. After that, who cares?
The letter is from Amelie, the heir to the Stellan family. And it says, "Dear Lilia, Adria, and Zilvra, hopefully this letter finds you in time. I've been informed by Ileana and Hannah that it'll only be 5 months from when we need to do the ritual on the comet.
All right.
So hopefully you've found all of the materials that we need. If not, you need to get moving quickly as we want to make sure we have everything ready for when we head over to the mountains, especially since, well, most of us who are going to be doing the ritual and fighting are from a foreign nation.
We will.
Hopefully, if you haven't found all of the dragon's teeth, I at least have good news for you. If you haven't already, stop in the ruined city of Vidger. There's tale that about 100 or so years ago, there was a dragon, a white dragon, and that it was killed by adventurers, but no one's ever found its body.
Sounds like a pretty cool dragon.
So hopefully you can find that. And if you have everything, please let us know that you have everything, and we'll be happy to see if we can advance things any quicker. And signed in P.S. Hopefully your child was born well. Would love to hear about them.
Aw. They're pretty nice. They're pretty nice vampires.
Actually, no, she's not a vampire.
I know, but
Ileana and Hana were.
Just in general, like that group of people, they were you did say they were like ruled by the vampires. You said the vampires were the upper class kind of thing.
Only in the Stormkirk territory.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
They're the only part.
Oh, you cut out George?
It was only
there you are.
the Stormkirk territory.
That's right.
Had them.
I thought it was the Stellans.
No, the Stellan family. They are.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Their family are foreigners.
That's right. I remember that now because they're the they're going to be the ones who end up screwing us over, and those foreign people are going to be Barts. I already can see this, and you smirk, George. I know. I see that smirk. You can't lie to me.
But I am.
You're not lying to me.
You see some dancing, that old things like, God fucking damn.
We will. I say, at least I can, actually, so George, I'm curious, oh yeah, you said I didn't get that far yet. I didn't get that far to get to that area, but is that, I'm curious of if, during that time where we went back, would I have noticed any writing at all? I'm curious, just, sorry, like, asking in an afterthought.
Wait, when you went back?
When we went back in time. To see the thing. Okay.
No, but you recognized the symbol that
I
was
know.
around the camp.
Well,
it was very similar to that of the Stellans.
More or less what I was curious about is if it was I could tell they were Western or Eastern Common users kind of thing.
Oh, the people there would have been Eastern Common because you recognized the symbol that not only was Bart's but was very similar to the Stellan.
All right.
And she already confirmed that they were from the Far East.
Okay, so once I learn Eastern Common, then I'll be able to understand if they're plotting behind our backs. As in, I will play dumb and pretend I don't know this language and hide the book that I have to translate it. Hey! We have a fourth! You have new armor! Hey, Penny?
Yeah?
You have new armor.
Yay!
That was one of the new magical items we got. Was armor, half plate armor made of thistles.
It's
nice.
a +1 half plate, so it's 16.
Plus
Plus
2.
your dexterity bonus of up to 2 maximum. So what's your dexterity bonus?
+2.
Hey, so yeah, you
get that. So your armor class would be 18 now with it. Plus, whenever you get hit by an attack in melee combat, your attacker takes 3d4 damage. Piercing damage.
Also, Zilver's wearing a veil now.
It's currently a tiny fox.
And also, actually, she isn't wearing it now. She's currently a tiny fox. Because
But
Anthe scared
he
her.
does have a new veil. And Al now has one clear eye and...
One normal eye, one green eye. You cut out again, George.
Yep, he has one normal green eye, one normal green gem in one eye and a clear gem in the other eye.
Aww.
And you also have a small doll. It's about 2.5 feet tall. That's been going around just tidying up after everyone while you're.
I've jokingly, not officially, dubbed it Paulton, but Cat hates me for it. So
Seems more like an Evelyn to me.
I say, he seems very much like an Evelyn, but it's also not light. We would need to carve a thing of Lathander into it for it to be Evelyn.
Okay, focus. This stream.
Shiny.
So, you guys spend another day or two relaxing and enjoying the festival. As you've been doing a lot of stuff recently, you need to recover and you want to spend time with your family, with each other, before having to think about going out and getting teeth from one more dragon, as well as somehow finding a creature of chaos and then freezing a bolt of lightning in it.
Yeah.
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 But I sent a quick note, letter off to Norris
Yeah.
before we went to that village to go save the kids and go. Whatever happened with that?
So actually, after 2 more days, Norris has arrived. He actually arrived by train on the 2nd day, and with him, normally he would have just sent a letter because of his duties, but this time he came in person. With him, there is what looks like terrified halfling. Now, not terrified because he's being escorted by a cop, but as in someone who has seen something completely horrible and is scarred by it.
Uh-oh.
And is still in
Trauma's
shock.
our main thing, so let's do this. Also, probably during
Traumatized?
George, during that kind of like couple days, Zilver would have been reading her book, and also probably she would have been sitting there with Adria and reading the book, kind of like reading it a little out loud. Probably not a lot of it would make sense, and she'd be reading it in Eastern Common.
Okay. So, as he arrives with this terrified and scarred halfling, he goes up and he just gives you an enormous hug, Will.
Aww.
Yeah. He's just glad to see that you're back and everything's normal.
Penny, I sent a message into the thing for our money we received.
Okay.
Laura's gonna hug him back because he's fucking dead in the future.
Aww. I feel like you just give that, the hug goes on for just a little too long, and Norris is like, what's wrong? We've only been gone for
Norris leans down and goes, if you feel this way, I mean, you do have a house here, don't you?
Oh, God.
3 hours later.
Laura's gonna put her hand on his shoulder and give him a smirk and be like,
Good. Because right now we have something that we should deal with. He turns to the halfling. This man showed up about 2 days ago, completely mad, and I don't even know his name. Haven't been able to. All he's been able to tell me is that there's a hallway with mist. That's it.
It's Strahd. Alright, do you know where... Zilver, do you know where he came from? Anything like that? Just the hallway of mist?
I've asked around, and everyone says that he comes from this area, but maybe southeast from here. He points down the shore of the lake. Must be somewhere over there, but all he keeps talking about is a hallway of mist, and, well, I mean, I've got no idea what's going on.
Does hallway of mist mean anything to me?
No, not at all.
It's a hallway with mist. That's what it means.
That's literally all you can figure from it.
All right.
But it was terrifying enough to scare this halfling out of his wits. I mean, this is, that by foot, even from Esterfey, it's about a 5-day walk to Ollie. He's already been there for 2 days, so it's been roughly a week, and this halfling is still in shock. In this level of shock. At this point, he's not saying anything. He's just staring dead ahead.
Do you know what? Zilver
Eyes wide.
probably head over to him and kind of say, "Hey, could you tell us where you came from?"
He's just looking ahead. There's a hallway, and there's mist, and as he tries to go beyond that, his pupils just immediately dilate and contract, and he starts shaking.
Jeez.
One sec. Do I think this is a magical thing that's doing this, or he's just that scared?
Oh.
Would
he looks at, you can make an Arcana check.
All right. 15.
15? You don't think this is anything magic? You haven't heard of anything magical lasting this long? It almost sounds as if whatever happened was that traumatic.
Zilver will kind of nod, take a step back, and kind of go to Lilia and say, "I think I might be able to get more out of him, but I want to run it by you guys."
Oh, it's just gonna how?
I can charm person. And she is asking you guys, at least. She's not just doing it.
I mean, as long as it's not harming him, maybe.
It wouldn't harm him, but I think this way we might be able to at least get some more info from him. And she'll be saying this in... she'd probably be whispering this in Elvish, just to keep it as quiet as possible. She's stealthy. She knows how to hide stuff.
Because the tiefling right there isn't that suspicious at all.
No, the tiefling's not the one she's worried about finding out.
Also, if you remember, the tiefling knows Elven.
Yeah, I would say the tiefling's not the person she's worried about. Honestly, I feel like he's known you for long enough, and also we have dirt on him now. We know about your shit. We know.
Jesus!
We can surmise. Also, I have his card. I have his card. If I really want to dig into your shit, I have his card. So yeah, no, do it. Zilver will kind of non-committal from them. She'll just be like, all right, and she'll cast Charm Person on him.
It succeeds.
All right. So she'll ask, "Where did you come from?"
You want to go to the hallway?
We want to find out where you came from and what happened. We want to go there.
He immediately turns on his heel and starts walking, just out of the town.
Oh, she kind of like says, hold on. Let's just wait a moment because we have to get ready first. All right. And he has to, as a charm person, he does listen to me. So
Yeah, he's standing stock still facing the direction he was walking in.
all right, guys, quick pack up. Let's go. 5-minute adventure.
How long does Charm Person last?
1 hour.
Yeah.
But we can get the rough area, and then we keep walking in that direction, and then tomorrow we can do it again. Because it sounds like this isn't going to be a short walk. We have to go quickly. Like, we're going to have to go now. Let's go.
Fine.
You can bring Norris if you want. Norris can come with us.
Norris can't go, unfortunately. He does have to
Come
stick
on.
around for work.
Stick around. We're taking his prisoner with us. He has to come with us.
He's not a prisoner.
He is the person he is escorting.
His ward.
Also, shouldn't he want to keep? Isn't Lilia part of Ollie? So shouldn't he be worried about her, not this place? Should I persuade? Hold on. Do you know what, Lilia? You should try to persuade him.
Okay.
I think Lilia should get advantage against Norris too. I can't charm person him too. Sadly, guys. So I thought about getting charm person on her as well, so I can cast it more than once a day.
So, no, she wouldn't get advantage.
Oh, George, you cut out there completely.
She wouldn't get advantage on him because he is a consummate professional. However, she can try, and there's not a unreasonable chance of success.
Come on, Lilia. We're relying on you here.
Hold on, I have to do math.
Math is hard, so.
29.
He agrees to come with you.
I feel like that's not hard for Lilia to convince him. It's like he wants to do his duty, but on the other hand, he also knows that Lilia's probably going to get herself in trouble.
And this time,
That many times.
and she convinces him the whole thing of, look, you need to stay and escort your
ward.
Your
You're prisoner. You almost said prisoner there too.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Adventure.
at least I've got his character sheet out too.
All right, and with that, I guess we'll got all packed up. Everyone ready to go?
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's bounce. Zilver will go onwards, and to get the halflings to start going too.
Also, just so you know, Norris is level.
Level 8?
Yes, so he's 2 levels above you guys.
He's 2 levels higher than us. Sweet. That'll make...
Yeah.
That makes
However,
sense.
He has no magical item.
Ah.
Okay.
All else fails, Zilver can give him the dagger.
So, you guys follow the halfling, and even after Charm Person has worn off, he's continuing to walk in the same direction.
Alright.
The only time he ever deviates from his path is when something such as a boulder or a tree gets in his way, and he goes right around it the shortest route and then immediately continues going straight forward.
Alright, so this is some weird shit. Zilver will look at the guy and go, there's something up here. There's just something weird going on. This is... I feel like even just, this way of him going directly there, despite not probably being 100% of his... Well, as far as you could tell, 100% on his best faculties, as well as the fact that this is just him just going straight to where he's going. This seems very strange.
Yeah, it's really... I'm sure as they're walking, Lolo catches Norris up with
What's all gone on?
Especially,
Does she mention the demon? The bearded demon.
The bearded devil.
Devil, sorry. Does she?
Very, very important distinction.
Very, very true.
And the dream.
yeah.
Both of those? Including his death?
Yeah, she tells about this song, Fairyland.
I say probably Zilver would be walking beside Adria, probably ahead of Norris and Lilia.
And Al is bringing up the rear.
I say Zilver has her tail wrapped around Adria. Like in this protective sort of way.
Yeah. I will protect the tank of the party by being the squishiest thing alive.
That's not. Excuse you. I have 16 AC. I am not that bad off. Comparatively, I'm pretty tanky.
Well, still.
I am. Hey, I had the second highest AC in the party until she got her new armor. So, actually, I think I had the highest AC in the
Do
party.
you guys want your baby Zorn with you?
No, we're gonna leave that back.
No.
Same with the
Yeah, leaving the babies back in
yes.
Espenson.
Same with the metal golem as well. I figured Lilia's mom could use a hand around the house.
Yeah, they have
Especially
a
with
playmate now.
Especially with a Zorn and the baby.
Yeah, I figured this is the best we could do, bringing in more strange things into her house. Also, we have to find a way to raise the baby dragon. Zilver wants her mount.
Oh god.
Yes, the dragon egg is still in her house, too.
Yes, we need to get that thing. Zilver probably is like saying to Adrian, we need to get that dragon egg. That'd be so cool.
And then you say, oh right, we called him dragon and found a dragon, and now he's like, oh, we're gonna have a baby dragon. Well, he's like,
Zilver and Adria could never have their own kids, so they're just gonna adopt all the animals.
Yes. Oh, the babies.
However, as the sun starts to set, so it's about 30 minutes from sunset when the halfling stops and his arm just shoots up and he points forward. He's quivering like a leaf.
I just picture the what movie is it from? Which is, do you know what I'm talking about with that, George? I think it.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
But no, he's not even doing that. Like he's just standing stock still straight up and his arm just raises up, points, and is now shaking.
All right. So I guess that's where we need to go. And do we see anything where he's pointing?
You can see that in a little ways the woods part, and it looks to be a clearing.
All right. So it's laid out. Should we take a rest? She'll look to Lilia, Adria. Should we rest? You have your Liam's tiny hut, right?
yep.
Should we take a rest? Pop for a thing? Get it hitting this hard in the morning? So I have Charm Person back up, just in case. George is grinning. I can see this is a bad idea, but Zilver would offer. I can see this is a bad idea.
It might be easier to see whatever we need to see in daylight. It's the sun's going down.
You're all elves of some sort
No, I'm not.
with low light or dark vision.
I
That's
know,
true.
but still, hold on. That we only see in tones of gray with the dark vision. So
Do tieflings have that as well?
yes, they do. I
Yeah.
believe. Yes, they do. No, 100% they do.
Nice. Nice.
We all have dark vision of some form. So what do you think? Should we take a rest anyways, or carry on and go? What do you think? I mean, we're at full health. We have full spell slots, so we could just go ahead. George, I feel like either way we're gonna die, so.
Always go look at yours.
What, George?
You're not gonna die either way.
Both ways we're gonna
Always
die.
look at yours and be like, do you have any you guys regarding this.
Yeah, I say,
Because
look
Laura is not the tactician in this relationship.
She is not the brains. She's also not the brawn. Also, George, do you really need a magical item when you have guns? Guns are the magic.
Yeah, he dual wields pistols.
Aw, yeah.
So
Hot.
you
He's
guys
overseas,
wait-
why? What?
Yeah, you guys wait for the morning or decide to go ahead?
Wait for the morning.
Alright, Lilia, you put up your tiny hut.
Yep.
Okay. Lilia, make a charisma saving throw.
Excuse me?
Yes, a charisma saving throw.
Oh no.
I knew this was a bad idea, but we needed to do it. Also,
No,
oh, I think, hold on, this is for her to cast a spell, isn't it?
nope.
Okay. Do we get a long rest, George?
28.
28.
You wanted Norris earlier?
So the
But
night
Also,
George.
George, also, Zilvra, did we get our long rest? That's the question.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was about to say the night passes uneventfully.
Say, Zilvra would...
I willingly fail that saving throw.
Yes, you can willingly fail that saving throw.
I willingly fail that saving throw.
So you fail that saving throw. So yes, Norris and Lily.
You cut completely out for that entire sentence. And now I'm going to make you say it again.
You voluntarily fail the charisma save, and you and Norris get it on in the night inside the tiny hut with everyone else there.
Hold on, I just want to point out.
I'm not in the tent.
No, I say, yeah, we kind of see them starting to do their thing, and we're like, yeah, we'll just wait outside. Lilia, you're supposed to put the sock on the doorknob. God damn it.
She did. You guys were put the sock on.
There's no doorknobs to put the sock on anyways, so... I say, Zilver and Adriel will probably sit outside and wait for them to invite us back in after they're done.
I'm just gonna
You guys
sleep out
get-
here.
So everyone gets hold on.
And Zilver will cuddle with Adria during the time there. Like, probably wrap her tails around them. Oh, God. Oh, God.
I'm gonna make I'm gonna itemize this.
Uh-oh.
Well, 3 hours less sleep, but it's still a full rest.
I say Zilver probably falls asleep on Adria's shoulder. Just, like, curled up against her. Because Zilver does need her 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or I guess 6 hours of her sleep. So she'd only be asleep for an hour while they waited outside. Also, note when she... As I say, alright, so after that, and then I feel like Adria gotta like, give her a gentle shake, and they'd move back in once they were done.
Yeah.
And probably Zilver would just cuddle up to her, be the little spoon.
I regret nothing about this decision.
Also, so just to make a note, this is I was never mind. I'll talk about this afterwards, actually.
Yeah. So the night passes mostly uneventfully, except for the beginning of it, in which it's highly eventful
For Lilia.
one party member.
One party member and one NPC following with us.
Al does not leave either. He just
Al's like a dog.
comes in there.
Al kind of like
Al
probably
goes
sits there and watches.
He does, but he doesn't really care. It's not out of any voyeurism. It's just okay.
You're gonna bone in front of the bone.
So the morning comes and the hut disappears. So the sun has risen. It's been up for about 15 minutes by this point.
All right. All right. So
And the halfling has spent the whole night standing there, awake, pointing.
I would be watching the halfling while like outside waiting, just like keeping an eye on them.
Actually,
Just so
Did
they
you
don't
want
leave.
him inside the hut or no?
Huh?
Lilia? That's up to you. You're the one who cast the spell. Now this picture. Hold on. Just let me paint this picture. If he's inside the hut, I just picture them have formed it. Him being in the back and just him doing this while Lilia and Norris do it right in front of him, pointing more or less in there. Hold on. How big is Leoman's tiny hut, Lilia? 10 feet? 10 feet sphere?
Give me seconds. It is, yeah, it's a 10-foot radius dome.
So it's 20 feet. So you did it right in front of him.
Well, no, there's plenty of room that he could actually be in the middle. And they could just do it.
I just picture him pointing at them, and that's my mind picture right now, is him just pointing as they do it. Because I have a weird mind, and that's
Yeah,
funny to
he
me.
was in the hut, but no, the one in front of him.
They were right in front of him.
So, as it disappears, you can see once again he's still pointing at the clearing.
All right, well, let's go into the clearing then, guys.
Okay.
You go into the clearing and you notice that there's a set of doors, almost like a storm cellar. And
This
that's
isn't
all that
creepy
there's
at all. It looks like there's no ruins of, like, a building or anything.
Nope.
Well,
So if there was a building here, it was complete. If there was one, it was completely destroyed.
Yeah,
and
like-
gone. And everything's grown over because all you see are. It's almost like a mounded hill, and the.
Hey, it's a
storm
hobbit hole.
cellar doors.
Hey guys, this doesn't look suspicious at all.
And by hill, I only mean it rises up about 5 feet from the ground, but is about like 30, 40 feet in diameter.
Huh. Okay.
Who's a good flog? Oh, sorry, you're a toad.
Aw.
Thank you.
Zilver will look at Adria, look at Lily, and go, This is not going to be good, is it? Just from us being here, it's not going to be good, because everything we do ends up being bad.
Yeah, probably not.
Let's go for the mental trauma more?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, before opening the gate, the door, Zilver wants to search for traps.
Okay, make an investigation roll.
Sorry, what?
Make an investigation roll.
No, Penny started to say something. That's what I was more meaning. Sorry, what, too? Penny? You're saying...
Can I ask the halfling which door he's talking
I mean,
about?
I think it's just that door. Like, there's only one door there.
That's the only thing in here.
Set of doors. Like, it's like two doors that open like that. You know, like a traditional,
Yeah.
like, cellar.
Storm cellar. It's a storm cellar that you open up both doors.
14.
14? You do not detect any traps.
Alright, Zilver say, should we get set up for just in case it's combat? Make Adria go first, and then I'll follow behind her? Sound like a plan?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Alright, so Zilver will get behind Adria.
Al will go in front.
Alright, and then Norris and Lily will take up the back. Sound good?
Yeah.
So, who's in the back, Norris or Lilia?
So,
Norris will be in the back.
I say more or less it was my implication there was who is staring at whose butt in that case.
Norris is in the back, one because tail would make Lilia have to stand further back.
Lilia probably is so used to walking with that tail right in front of her.
He's also much better in direct combat than she is.
yeah.
Alright. Say Zilver's lucky enough that she...
That. Literally.
All right. So that's how we'll go. And Adria, you can open the door whenever you're ready.
Okay, I have a sword in one hand, like just ready, and I open the door.
Make me a strength athletics check.
That is also why I want it, because I would not have been able to pass that. -2 on strength athletics. Also, at some point, I need to get thieves' tools.
14.
14? Yeah, that's enough. You're able. You just pull the doors open, and the one on the left seems to disintegrate as you pull it open. Opens up easily and kind of bends. Down, you see leading down is a stairwell. It seems to descend about 15 feet before heading into a hallway.
Zilver will ask, do you want me to give you some light, or do you want us to just rely on our sense of seeing?
I think we can just rely on our dark sense.
All right. All else fails, I can cast dancing lights.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all head down, and as you go, the passageway is only 1 yard.
1 yard wide? 1 yard?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 feet.
Okay. So I have no clue about yards. Yards mean zero things to me. Just say feet, please, because I'll be super confused.
Fine. It's just under 1 meter wide.
You could say feet. I understand feet. I just don't understand yards. Also, because I say I can't understand how weird your things are. Just say feet. Feet make sense to me. That is, George. That is partially why my one character managed to shoot 300 yards, because I didn't realize it was yards, not feet.
Okay. So it's size 6 shoes wide.
All right. I get that. See, I get that.
Male size shoes, not female size shoes, because then it would have to be.
It'd be 18 or 8. 8, I thought. It's 2 sizes up. I think it's 2 sizes up, because the only reason I say that is because I'm size 10 in male, size 12 in female.
I've been like a size 3 or 4 in shoes, so I don't.
So you're a size kid.
Yes.
I am.
She gets those cute little Skechers that the kids all wear.
Focus.
You can walk down the hallway. You're able to see with your dark vision, and you can hear the squeaks of rats as you're walking down there, and just occasionally the chitinous claws of something that's scuttling out of the way of something bigger coming through you guys. And as you continue to walk, your visibility goes from 60 feet, which is your normal dark vision, to 30 feet, to 10 feet.
I'd say as soon as we get to the 30 feet, Zilver would start being like, all right, guys, something's wrong. Because that's suspicious as fuck.
There's mist in this hallway. That's just becoming denser and denser to the point where you can only see 5 feet in front of you.
Hey guys, we found the Hall of Mist.
Thank you, Zilver.
Zilver also will have her dagger.
What?
Is a halfling with us? Or is he still standing there like this?
The halfling did not move.
Alright, he can handle himself. If he dies, he dies.
I want everyone to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, God. Oh! I do not want to have to use my Blessed by the Gods on my first wisdom roll. 17.
Oh, come on, Norris.
Did Norris fail? Oh, I mean, I guess neither Lilia nor Norris are known for their wisdom, so.
Well, actually, Norris has a 14 wisdom, but
he just rolled a 1.
This is the first time he's ever come in contact, really, with stuff that's supernatural. Supernatural like this.
I guess we're the weird ones who just, this is like, oh, this is just a normal shit for us at this point.
Yeah. He's high level.
16.
16?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you can hear Norris behind you. His breathing is getting heavier, and when you look back, you see him.
Sorry,
His
what?
eyes are just wide, and he only has one pistol out right now. Pistol in one hand and his saber in the other, and you can see that his hands are shaking slightly.
I thought Norris was supposed to be.
Well, he turn around, he like, goes and like, put her head very short and like that. So good. So good.
Al's teeth are chattering a little as he's in front.
Did Al fail too?
Yeah, he rolled a 3.
Oh no.
God damn it. You guys are supposed to be the
So-
badasses.
Okay, so you get to after about 2,500 feet of walking, you finally come to an area of mist where the mist dissipates.
Suspicious.
And you can see normally here, and you notice that there's going upwards.
There's a what going upwards?
An iron rung ladder.
Okay. Is there anything suspicious around? Like, can we look up? Like, where does it? Can we see where it goes up?
Yes, it's about a 40-foot tall shaft that ends in a trapdoor.
All right. Silver will look at the rest of them. Go. Should we keep going? I mean, no place, nowhere to go by up.
I was not let Al go out first.
Al floats upwards. Nothing seems to happen. He opens the trap door into the next room,
It was an
looks
accident.
around, then looks back down. You can see that both of his eyes
Sorry, both of his eyes are what? You're cutting out again.
glowing.
Okay.
One of his eyes is glowing green, the other's glowing white. He looks down. There's nothing up here, really.
I'd say he also has that
Really?
gem, luckily, so that'll actually really help because he can scout ahead with the gem and detect stuff with it.
Yeah.
All right, so Lilia or Adria, you go up first, next, and then I'll follow you up, and then Lilia, and then Norris.
Yep.
Keep our march in order.
So you guys head up, and the room you enter into is filled with a lot of lumber, rolled up carpets, and junk. There's a lot of it's very dusty, dirty. There are no light sources in here, and you can just see that there are cobwebs and webs everywhere.
Damn it.
I knew it.
You can probably.
Is that all you're
Isn't
wearing?
she wearing the half?
Sorry, what, George?
Isn't Adria wearing her half plate thistle?
Yeah, it's only half plate though.
Well, no, but the half plate covers the chest, at least one arm, and at least one full leg.
Yeah, leg, but not the dress. She could still wear a dress under it.
But most likely would just be looking up into the armor.
She's still looking up. No matter what, she's looking up.
Well, so you guys enter into this room. There is a door on the northwestern side of the room, on the westernmost part of the northern edge of the room. But the rest of this room, and it's about 25 feet by 15 feet, is
Also-
just filled with furniture and lumber.
Also, I think Penny, could you switch yours to do not disturb mode because I can hear whenever you get a message. Someone, whoever it is, like I can hear someone's pinging. And I know it's not mine because mine's in streamer mode.
There.
Yeah, say everyone just go D&D, please, because I'm hearing the badoop every time, and it's actually bugging me a little, and I'm OCD about that. Because it'll show up back in the VOD too.
So what do you guys do?
So what did you? So,
The room is about 25 feet long, east-west. by about 15 feet north-south. Most of the room is filled with furniture and lumber. There are no light sources, but in the westernmost part of the northern wall, there's a door.
Should we go through the door? Do you want to look through? Well, Zilver will search the room first.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take about 20 minutes searching the room, and what'd you get?
I rolled a 6. I rolled a 6 on the die, so 8.
Nothing. You find absolutely nothing worth any.
All right. Anyone else gonna search with me?
Sure, what's that?
Investigation.
Well, is a 23 because I rolled a nat 20.
Hey, our first one of the session.
21.
Shadow Council. Hopefully we
No,
know.
that wasn't crazy.
Guys, focus. Wrong stream.
So you don't find anything. It's just lumber, some large furniture, lots of dust, and some cobwebs.
All right. I guess we go through the door then, guys.
Gonna head towards the door.
Onwards.
Okay. So you head into a room that is about 30 feet by 30 feet square. There is a window on the western wall. There is also a door in the northernmost part of the eastern wall. As you enter the room, there are armchairs covered with dust, cloth-covered tables, and dusty rugs filling the room. In the middle of the there's no window in the eastern wall. In the middle of the eastern wall is a large painting with a heavy gilt frame. The painting shows a distressing scene of a foully mutated person with the head of a goat, the legs of an ox, the body of a human, and it's wielding a large two-handed sword. It's standing over the bloody bodies of slain warriors on a blackened hilltop. And as you enter the room, you hear a gurgling sound from the direction of the painting. As you all file your way into the room, blood gouts from the bodies in the picture, and I want the first two people are going to be both Al and Adria as they enter the room. Roll a reflex save. Sorry, dexterity save.
I had to say, wrong system, George.
What was it? Acrobatics?
Dex save.
No, dexterity save throw.
George is just running on an old system.
5.
Oh, God.
So both Al and Lilia
Adria.
and Adria fail as they walk in, and blood gouts onto their faces. So both of them for the next 2 rounds will be at disadvantage.
Money shot?
While the bodies are currently bleeding, now that happened last night.
That was on you, Lilia.
So as the bodies are gouting blood, the Beastman from the painting steps out.
What the fuck?
The 2 bodies that left behind are writhing as if they're chickens with their heads cut off.
I've seen
Everyone
that. It's fucking crazy.
roll for initiative.
All right. 15.
Dirty 20.
19.
19. Okay, Zilvra,
15.
Lilia, dirty 20. Norris, that's a natural 20, so 31.
Oh, Jesus. Wait, hold on.
Norris has a plus 11 in it.
What?
Yes, he has 3 dexterity. Because of quick draw for being a gunslinger,
Oh, that'll do it.
bonus another plus 3. Took alert, so another +5.
Jesus.
So
Wow.
initiative +3 for Al, so that's a 7.
That is fucking nuts. Also,
Yeah.
George, if Silver ever dies, I want to play a gunslinger. So
Okay, so the first one to go is
Norris.
yes,
I figured it was Norris. You cut out, but it's obviously Norris with a 31.
yes. So Norris sees this thing step from sees the jets of blood shoot out, and this thing step out of the painting. And now that as he sees it coming out, he's actually thought to notice it, and he's going to fire his pistol twice at it.
Just boom. Fan the
first
hammer.
one's going to hit for 11. Although you're going to have weaker guns than the ones that...
You know, I'd be fine with that. No, I say honestly, like I have a character in mind. If you actually, if you can try to find me a D&D Beyond like character class for this, I will. I'd probably want to mock one up anyways because I love making characters.
I'll link you one later that I sent to you.
Perfect.
21, 27, 37. So a total of 40 damage. Take this thing.
Jesus
As
fucking
it steps
Christ.
out of the picture.
Yeah, you definitely will need to weaken the guns if you're gonna make me play them. I mean, I guess like Lilia has the OP gun and she fucked people up with it. So I guess George, I guess seeing her do that to the bot, the big bad you did, really probably went like, oh, I made these really strong.
I did because I didn't expect there to be an act gunslinger class, but then I made Norris
George,
class.
in my one game I was playing, our DM literally, if you hit with the gun, it's an insta kill.
We can do later, but
Very
it
good.
was supposed to be something that was rare. At least the ammo for it. So, okay, the next one to go is Lilia. You just saw blood spurt out on two of your friends, and this giant beast man with a two-handed sword steps out, just about to swing at them, and Norris hits it with 2 shots.
I knew.
So, right? Is it really anything metal?
No,
It's carrying something metal.
it's naked except for the sword.
Ew.
Okay, how far away from me is it?
Where you are in that, it's only about 10 feet.
Perfect. I finally got to use this. I'm gonna cast, not you, shush, not you. I'm gonna cast heat metal on it, on the sword.
Okay.
Not on someone else?
Sure.
So, heat metal, what save does it have to make?
Heat metal, any creature in equal contact with the object takes D8 fire damage until the spell ends with bonus action. This is inside to take turns to cut. A creature is holding over the object and takes damage from it. The creature must save on a constitution saving throw and drop the object.
Okay, and what's it looking for?
See.
It doesn't matter, it got a natural 20.
God damn it.
So, does it take
But
damage
still
from
take
it?
that 2. Okay, so.
Is the damage halved? If it's
No, it still takes
Okay.
damage, but it ends up dropping the object after. So, 11 damage.
Okay. Next one to go is going to be Adria. You basically just got a money shot worth of blood covering your face.
Well.
Sorry, I just posted that because I had to it came to my mind, and then I had to post it. I'll forget about it. You know how my brain works.
Yeah.
Don't want to get close to it. At least not yet. Gonna cast Frostbite.
Okay. What is the DC?
14.
14. It passes.
Oh.
So it doesn't take any damage. Get slowed down at all. The next one to go is this Beastman creature, and Adria, as you are the closest thing that it views as a
Because Al hasn't
target,
gone yet.
just because you're the only human-sized one and it doesn't really recognize what Al is, it's going to attack you.
Mhm.
That is going to be a... That's an 18. And its second attack is a 17. What's your armor class right now?
Isn't it 18?
Do you have a ring of protection?
Yes, she does. I gave him a ring.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Right.
It's 19.
Yeah.
19. So it swings with the great sword, and each time
Wasn't so great.
once it just misses you, and then the second swing it gets deflected at the last moment by a blow.
Oh, I should have asked to do this beforehand. I wanted to get Zilver a second dagger. Shit.
Well, it's your turn, Zilbra.
All right. So, Zilvra will launch a firebolt at him.
Okay, roll to hit.
Actually, you know what? So I have a question, George. Would I recognize what this thing is?
In what way?
Would I Actually, do you know what? Never mind. I realized that this is a dumb idea because it probably has pretty high con. I was gonna poison spray it, but then I'm like, wait, something like this probably has a lot of beef to it, so I will firebolt it. 18,
Yeah, you want to cook the
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26. 26 to hit.
You hit, roll for damage.
All right. It's 2d10s. D10, D10. Or D10. I'll just roll my percentile die. That's a 10 and a 7, so 17 damage.
17 damage, that is going to kill it.
Yeah!
The bolt of fire hits it, and suddenly, as it's dying, it raises its head, and a thin, wispy cloud of gray smoke emits from its throat, accompanied by a slow, mournful howl. And as the smoke is leaving from its throat, you see from the bottom up, it starts to disintegrate and disappear until nothing is left of it. You all feel a chill in the air, and you suddenly realize that as you're breathing, you now see your breath in the air.
All right, and actually, after this, Zilver will kind of like wipe the blood off of Adria's face.
Oh.
Be a nice girlfriend. Nice kind of girlfriend, because I don't think they've officially made it. I don't know. Have they? Penny, I'll ask you this. 'Cause I feel like both of them are super awkward and would not have a clue how to actually like make it official.
No.
I feel like they're official in everything but the name at this point.
Yeah.
It's like they sleep cuddled up to each other. I made the joke, the people would say, oh, they're very close friends.
Yeah, friend.
Exactly. No, that's the whole joke. Is generally like people will say like, oh, those two lesbians are really close friends. They're not lesbians.
So now that the combat's over, it's easy to the blood off the face.
Yeah.
So the painting, you can see that once again the Beastman is. However, the writhing of the painting has stopped, and everything appears just to be a very grotesque painting now.
All right. I say also, Penny, or not Penny, Lilia, you have prestidigitation, right?
Yeah.
Could you clean them off?
Hello.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
And she kind of flashes a smile at Adria.
Just
All-
smile back.
All right, so which room should we go to next, guys?
There's only one exit.
Only
from
one exit?
Here. It's at the northernmost of the eastern wall.
All right, should we just go for there then?
Sure.
Let's just keep going through this horror house.
So you open up into a very long hallway. So this hallway stretches for about 75 feet. And you notice that there is, at the far end, are grand double doors on the northern wall. About 15 feet ahead of you, there's a door, and about 15 feet away from the grand double.
Oh, you cut out there, George. You cut out for that 15 feet away from the door.
15 feet away from the far door, double doors, is another set of double doors.
So 2 double doors. Double door.
You also see 10 feet away from the grand doors. On the southern wall is another, about 15 feet away from you. The hallway seems to turn southward as well. So you can continue to go straight all the way down, or go straight and then south.
So we'll say grand doors or somewhere else, guys. Feel like it's bad either way, but which one's the least worst, do you think? Adria?
Is there a check I can make?
Say, yeah,
What?
is there a check she can make? George, would I be able to see any, like, markings or anything in the room?
Not from where you're standing.
Alright. Should we at least move up to the split, see what's down there?
Sure.
Alright, so we'll cautiously move. Actually, can I just say, like, Zilver's keeping an eye out for anything weird looking that would indicate a trap of sorts?
Okay. Make a investigation check.
19.
You don't notice anything.
Alright, I'm happy with that.
So as you get to the corner, Al scans the room, and it appears that as the corridor turns south, it's an area of about 15 by 15 that just appears to be more hallway size area. There's a set of double doors, grand double doors, in the southern wall. There are 2 doors in the eastern wall and 1 door in the western wall.
There's so many doors. So many doors.
Yep.
At least they're not mirrors.
Gosh.
And they all do look different. While they're all wooden, you can tell just by looking at them that they don't all look the same.
Is there any like books or does Al see any books or such in the other room?
No, you don't see any books.
All right.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, you have not seen any books so far.
No.
Yeah, I'm not really at Zilver.
No. I am trying to find books because there might be something left in those books that could tell us what the fuck is going on here. Do you want to get killed by something we have no clue about? I'd rather at least know how we're gonna die before we're gonna die. Do you want to so which way do you want to go? Do you want to go straight to the grand one, or go to the other grand one, or go to the 15-foot room with all the other grand ones? Where do you want to go?
So far, in the northern wall, there is a single door.
Actually, do you know what? I have a question. So we're at that thing. Do you want to flip a coin for this? Decide which way we're gonna go. Leave it to fate.
Sure.
All right. Heads is straight. Tails is turn.
There are a total of 8 doors.
Well-
You could just roll a d8.
Well, no, George. More or less, like, cause right, you said it splits off, right?
it splits off in a way that here's the corridor from where you guys
Okay.
were. Corridor goes all the way down like that.
All right, I'll roll a
However,
d8 then.
When you get to right here,
Five.
it's more of like a
Five.
square.
George,
like
5.
that. 5?
Door 5.
So you decide to go straight, and as you do, right before you pass the basically cleared room size area in the hall that's added to the south, there's a door right there on the eastern wall. And as you're passing, Lilia decides you guys should go in there.
Yeah.
So you are about to go off straight, and then you just curl down a little bit.
All right. And so what do we see in the room?
So you go to the room, and the door seems to open. This unlit room contains 5 cloaks. They all appear to be very aged and moth-eaten cloaks, and they're all hanging on pegs. There are some spare boots lying around, a mop, a bucket, as well as some brooms and other cleaning items.
Anything else? Is there?
The children's closet.
Yep.
That's all that you notice so far from just looking.
All right. So we'll,
I check the clothes to see if they had pockets.
Yes, all the cloaks do have pockets.
Is there anything in the pockets?
You check inside the pockets, and you notice one of them has 14 royals in a pouch inside of it.
yoink.
However,
Whoop.
as you pull out these royals, you realize that they look a lot different from the ones that you've currently seen. These royals have a date on them. 1976.
Ooh. Some antiques we got over here.
These are pre-apocalypse
Ooh. That's cool.
Oh wow.
coins.
That is really cool. We could make a mint on that.
That's because they aren't minting anymore.
All right. So, anything else? Like Zilva will kind of start looking around the room too.
Make
Well-
a search check.
Natural 20.
Well, I'm glad to say there's nothing else in the...
You asshole. This is the second time you've done this to us, George. Because Lilia
Yeah.
rolled a natural 20 in the other one.
There was nothing else in this room. Other than moldy boots, moldy cloaks, mops.
Yeah,
buckets.
Zilver doesn't want any of those. No books.
No.
Silver's starting her own library, guys. Don't get mad at her. She's starting a new
Okay.
library that doesn't have weird liquid monsters that Lilia's gonna try and drink.
Where do you guys head next?
Here, let's roll a d8 again. 4.
4. Okay, so as you continue down to the end of the... You realize that you haven't noticed this, but right now everything... When you first appeared in the room with shades of gray, and even in the room you just searched, everything was in shades of gray.
I mean, everything would have been that way anyways, because it's dark.
Well, here everything's in color. Because there are candles currently burning. Very low.
Wee woo.
Someone's been here.
Or they're magic. Because you know how magic is. Alright,
Yeah.
can we do a search check in here?
Number 4 is a set of double doors on the southern wall, right next to the grand set of double doors
Alright.
on the eastern wall.
Alright. Zilver starts searching the room. When we get in there.
So, you go to open the room, and the doors shake as you try and open them.
So they're locked, or...
They appear to be locked.
I need to get thieves tools. I really do. I haven't been able to use any of my thieves tools stuff because I didn't have any money. Alright. So we're like, alright, we'll put a pin in that one and come back to it, I guess. I'm sure there's gonna be a key and we're gonna have to come back here and backtrack. This is probably where the final boss is.
Al grabs onto it with his teeth
God.
and pulls. He starts pulling, and you can see the doors start bowing open.
Oh my god.
Does anyone try and grab him?
No, let him do his thing.
So he basically bursts the doors. He breaks the handle off the door, pulling, and the doors slowly swing open.
All right. See?
Good.
There we go. Puzzle averted.
So
Welcome to die.
Oh, this is room 9. Okay. Oh, whoops. Yeah. Anyways, so as you look into this room, this comfortably lived-in room has but very tatty, so ragged carpets. There are dilapidated leather armchairs. There's a walnut drink cabinet and a writing desk. The writing desk is along the western wall, and the drinking cabinet is on the southern wall.
All right. Can I
Along
start?
one wall, there's a shelf laden with jars of tobacco.
Ooh. We can make some money off of
And
this.
there's a tray of pipes.
All right. So, if we're looking around the room for stuff to get, what's there to grab? I can roll search.
Checks.
That is a 19.
So you find what looks to be a silver case with small, when you open it up, there looks to be holdings of some kind, supposed to hold things that are very thin and cylindrical.
Cigarette holder.
Yep, it's a silver cigarette case. There looks to be there's a sandalwood box with inlay mother of pearl.
All right. Sorry. 1 second. I'm just kind of trying to write this down. There we go. So
A sandalwood box with inlaid mother of pearl.
all right. Anything inside of that?
No, it's empty.
All right.
And as you look towards the drinking cabinet,
What kind of cool bevs do I find?
you see it's got glass doors to it. You see that there's 6 silver goblets in there.
My camera decided to go out of focus. All right. Can I get in? Can I try? So, one, I'm gonna make this clear. Zilver is gonna try to open anything she finds with her cape or her cloak,
Okay.
because she doesn't want to. She's worried about magic.
Okay.
Smart, right?
No, I'm just picturing her like trying to shut her coat like a lot. And
No.
always just looking at her like, are you fucking mad?
No, she's trying to open. So yeah, she'll open the case up.
Yeah, I like,
Okay. So as you open the case up, you see a small doll-like figure. It's about 4 feet in height. Slides out of there and stands up. You can see that it's in the shape of a boy, and that there's a hose connecting from the head to what looks like a hookah. It opens its mouth and blows out a smoke ring.
Oh
From
god.
that smoke ring, it forms into the shape of a human, and it looks to be one. It's wearing very loose clothing, a turban around its head and face, and it
Hookah boy.
And I want all of you to roll for initiative again.
God damn it. There you go,
18,
Silver.
19, 20, 21.
That's a 17.
This place is pretty cool. I will say this. I am really enjoying this, George. This is really cool.
Okay, So Norris does go first with this one.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Just say
shocker,
Norris
shocker.
goes first. You don't even have to tell us who goes first. It's just always going to be Norris. Because if he rolls above a 10, he rolls higher than I can. Pretty much. I only have a
Yeah.
+3 to my initiative.
So he shoots, hits.
And murders it in one shot.
He actually hits with both shots.
Yep.
Oh wow, that's low. 5, 15, 23, 26, 32 damage. So he shoots, and you see the bullets pass through the smoke that comprises this, and it blows huge holes in it. As it reforms into the full creature, you can see that it's a lot thinner than it used to be. It's a lot more see-through than
That's
it used
cool.
to be. Adria, you're the next one to go.
Try to attack it with my ghost blade.
Ghost
Okay.
Blade.
Make your attack roll.
Does a 12 hit?
A 12 will hit.
Okay.
George is just luring us into a false sense of security, and then he's going to drop a Tarask on us.
Yeah.
I love that grin on you. I can see it from here, George. Even with you looking down and away, I can see the grin.
Yeah.
I know this. George, I'm a DM too. I know this shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
What?
What? No, it's just the cut. That's just a reflection. I thought my Agamemnon was glowing. It was fucking cool.
Well, hey, Mia, if you ever want to, I can try to find a way to make it actually glow if you would like.
Look, it does glow, but I just have no light on it now, so you can't really see.
I mean, does it actually glow or does it glow in the dark?
It's glowing again.
Yeah, no, is it, we'll talk, we can
Hold on.
talk about this after.
Adria, what'd you get for damage?
3 force damage and 6 psychic.
Okay, and that was also adding your wisdom to psychic. Remember, you had your wisdom
What?
modifier to the damage, to the psychic damage. So what's the psychic damage now?
Oh my god. These Paulton with a
8.
gun memes are getting out of hand.
8? Okay. Okay. So you slash at it, and a lot of the smoke disappears, and it becomes very thin and almost insubstantial. Next one to go is Zilvra.
Yay! I'll fire a firebolt at it.
Okay. Roll to hit.
13.
13 hits it, but the fire appears to have no effect.
No effect? Oh, come on.
Next one to go is Al. He, not sure what he can actually do. He takes his time looking at it through his eye, and it appears to actually be there. He's going to attempt, and that's really his turn as he's trying, and he's trying to detect if it's,
Real or not?
yeah, if it's just an illusion. But no, it's real, it's there.
I mean, we shot it, so it has to be there, Al.
Well, no, you could shoot an illusion,
Yeah, but it wouldn't come back skinnier.
but he's also looking around the room to make sure there's nothing else sneaking up on you.
I
Oh.
appreciate that.
Thank you, Al.
Lilia, it's your turn.
Fire doesn't work, guys.
I'm gonna try Eldritch Blast it.
Okay, roll to hit with your 2 shots.
That's a nat 20 and a 19.
Yeah.
Okay, roll for damage. So it's going to be 10 plus 1d10 for the natural 20, and then 1d10 for the other.
Okay.
So Silver's more or less useless against this thing. Because I feel like it's also...
This is on the less.
Huh?
This is that's a 6 and a 4.
So a 16 and a 4.
Yeah, 16 and a 4. So 24.
Okay. So it dissipates. So it finally dissipates in a puff of smoke as these 2 bolts of purple energy just tear right through it. So you can see inside of the hookah that the little automaton's attached to. Most of the smoke is gone, and you can see the severed, half mummified head of a young woman. Her lips are moving several times. Her lips are moving,
Ew.
as if she's trying to speak.
Can I try to read
Yeah, Zay, I mean, I guess I don't have...
lips?
Are you just going to try and read lips from where you're standing?
Does it mean
No,
Silver's right there, so...
Ah, yes. Zilver is right there. Zilver hears the horror, the haunting horror, the silent screamer. The head then fades away, and the automaton starts to slide back into the cabinet, and you see that the doors are closed.
Alright, Silver, seeing what she did the first time, will just kind of let it close and say to them, like, hey guys, and she'll kind of relay what was said. Hey guys, I think we're in a horror movie. And alright, so then, anything else we find in there aside from those 2 things?
You haven't checked the writing desk or the long shelf.
Alright, should we check those, you guys? I mean, I rolled for my one big... Should I roll again, George, for investigation? Or...
Sure. I'll check the writing desk.
You'll now have to check each of these ones.
Alright, so I'll check one, Lily, I'll check the other?
Yeah.
So who's going to check what?
So the what do you want, Leia? I'll let you go first.
I'll take the desk.
I'll take the... what's the other one again? Sorry?
The shelf.
That seems like very Silver to go for the shelf anyways, so... 18 on the die, so dirty 20.
Okay. So on the shelf, you find a lot of jars of tobacco. Some of them you've got labels such as Halfling Wheat, Araby Black, and a few others. And there's also a tray of pipes.
So hold on, how much... is it alcohol?
No.
Oh, it's tobacco. Okay, so... So, tobacco. What kind... What's the flavor?
You've got... There are about 7 jars of tobacco and 6 pipes.
Alright. Silver will swipe those too.
And what'd you get, Lilia?
Let's see, I got a 19 on the jar, I had so 22?
So you find a lot of old worthless sheets of vellum, some primitive looking pens, and they don't seem to be writing at all. And the rest of the desk seems to have been cleared away. As you look through, there are drawers. There are a total of 3 on the right-hand side. Do you wish to open them?
Yeah.
So the first one has nothing in it. The second one has a key that's been carved out of bone.
Yeah, that's not ominous at all.
Okay.
And the final one has nothing in it.
Hmm.
Oh, we have a bone
I'll
key.
take.
We have.
I'll
Well,
take
hey guys.
that key.
Looks like we got a skeleton key.
Hmm.
All right. So, and that's it. That's all that's in this room.
That's all.
This
That's
is
all
not
there's-
always just my bone.
She already got her bone for the day for the night. All right. So there's no other doors in this room. This is like a dead end room.
There are no other doors in this room.
All right. So we've been to 2 rooms so far. So now we
Yeah.
roll. All right. I'll roll a d6, guys. 3.
Event 3. Those are the front doors.
All right. Let's go through the front doors then.
So those 2 large doors. Let me just take a look. Okay. So you grab the front doors, these very large, grand-looking, and you try and open them, and they don't budge at all.
All right.
It's not even the shake of their lock. It's as if they're almost part of the wall, and you just grabbed handles that were screwed onto the wall.
Someone's fucking with us. Is there a keyhole?
Yes.
So I had the idea of looking through it, and then my brain went wee woo horror movie trope here. Look through the thing. I've seen too many Saw movies. Can't you tell?
Yeah, my head went down as well.
Okay, good. Hey Al, you should look through the keyhole. Use your green eye, not your white eye.
Al gives you a look and flips you off. Looks through it with his with clear eye.
With the what eye?
The clear eye.
Oh, okay.
Because
Does-
it's not white, it's clear.
Does he get stabbed?
Nope,
Do you
nothing happened.
Do you see anything, Al?
It's just black out there.
All right. So I guess we'll go for another door. So that leaves us with 5 options. So I'll roll a d4 again. Room
Does
number
the key fit
4.
into it?
No.
into the key?
Let's not waste the key yet. Let's keep that key
You
just in
put
case.
the key in the door, but it doesn't turn at all.
Oh, okay.
All right, d4. I rolled a 4 on the die.
So that would be the southernmost set of double doors.
All right.
You guys head back there, and you open those doors up. Let me take a quick look.
Say, Adria, you can roll for the next door.
So these doors are iron-shod black with leering gargoyle face
Ooh.
carved on the panels.
That is really cool.
There's a keyhole in there.
Hey, Al, you want to look through that keyhole too?
He looks through. It looks like there's stairs on the other side.
Going up or down?
These ones are going up.
How are... Okay, so, question, more or less me asking out of character. How can we still be going up? Because we went down a little bit, we went up 40 feet, and now we're going up more. We're probably in some weird shit place now. I say let's hold off for that one for a moment because we don't want. Let's just try to finish up this area. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, Adria. D4.
2.
2.
So that is the northernmost set of double doors. You head over there, and you get to the door. This is 8. So these doors appear to be much lighter than all of the... And when you push them, they open effortlessly. This is a large chamber, and it is about...
Is there a bed in it?
see, 12 by 12. So it's about 40 feet by 4. It's about 50 feet long by 40 feet wide, and it contains a teak dining table with 10 chairs around it, and a pair of side tables with silver serving dishes, a silver soup tureen, and a whole bunch of other stuff. There are silver, crystal, and china place settings on the table, and brass candlesticks, all of which are covered with with cobwebs and dust.
Dust webs and cob.
Nope.
Nope. Heading out of here. I feel like Lilia doesn't even step in.
You notice that there are also 2 windows, very large ones, one on the eastern side and one on the northern side.
Can we see anything out of these windows from where we are?
Yeah.
From where you are, the windows themselves are covered with...
You cut it. They're covered with some. I'm assuming they're covered with like
covered with dust.
Oh, not a dust like that.
They're covered with dust. You'd have to wipe them off to be able to see clearly out.
So Lilia, you said nope. You don't like this?
Nope.
Shuts the doors. All right, Lilia, roll a d4. I'd say.
Three.
Is that when we just came? No, I say number 3, and we will flip a coin next.
3. Okay. So you head over to the... So right next to where the door where the stairs were, on the western wall, there's a door in the middle of it. You open it, and this is a comfortably decorated but the room, and it appears to be a guest room. But there doesn't appear to be a bed in it, but it has everything else that a guest room normally would.
That is really weird.
On one table, there appear to be some candlesticks. On another one, there appears what looks like a cake stand.
All right. Should we roll investigation? Like
Yeah.
the turn things for the cake, or like the one like the display cake stand, right?
Display cake stand.
Not the turntable. 14. I think that's a 16 on mine. Yes, 16.
I assume that there's like a chest of drawers or like a dresser or something.
Is there any books?
No, there are no books.
You're killing me,
It
George.
appears that this guest room is this room it's for guests, but not as much to sleep or anything, but just to spend.
Okay. So a leisure room of sorts.
Yes, you also notice in the southern wall, on the westernmost end of the southern wall, is
Is what?
another door.
Okay. Probably to the bathrooms.
Well, I will go check out that door and all Silver.
Does it Silver find anything from her searching?
You find the cake stand, the candlesticks appear to be very cheap material.
All right, she'll
But
leave those.
The cake stand seems to be made of silver, and the table itself that it's standing on is mahogany. So,
Mahogany.
and it's well made. So, if you wanted to, you could take them, but they are fairly bulky.
I mean, we can stick the cake stand into the bag of holding.
Easily.
Not so much with the mahogany table.
No.
It's made of solid mahogany. Mahogany.
And even though it's small, it's still longer than
Yeah,
still
so
longer than would fit in the bag of.
I feel like Silver kind of like runs her fingers along it like as a moment of appreciation. And then kind of just... No, she's not going to do that. She has an appreciation for fine things.
Yep, that's why she was looking up Adrian.
Exactly!
Hey! Okay, so we're just checking out that door.
So what are you doing when you're checking out the door? What do
She's
you
just like staring at it going, hey, you look good. That's one of the only ones I've gotten you to actually laugh at. I'm proud of that.
I'm so bad. She's gonna see if there's anything odd about it, like if it has a lock on it, or if it looks different than the door.
Are you gonna look through the keyhole?
Okay. So as you try the handle and
It's locked? Okay.
yes,
I just read your lips there at that point, because you keep cutting out.
yes, it's locked.
All right.
Hey, Al.
Sorry, we're currently suffering from a bit of a nor'easter here, so.
All right. Yeah, I say it's no problem. I can generally, as long as it's like 1 or 2 words, I can generally read what you're saying. But if it's like a full sentence, I just can't make that out.
Al looks through the keyhole, and he really can't see too much just from this angle.
All right. I feel like Al, this is just like our new official tactic, have Al look through all the keyholes. Because do you know what? If he gets stabbed in the eye, it'll hurt him probably. But at least he won't get stabbed in the brain. That's important, George. We need that. Al doesn't need that. He doesn't have one.
So what would you guys like to do?
Can we open that door? Or can that door be opened, or is it locked?
It's locked.
Like hard locked, or like Al could rip it open locked?
If you want, Al can try and rip
Go
it
for
open.
it, Al. I feel like we need to indulge. We need to indulge Al for these kind of things.
Al tries to grab onto the handle to pull it, but for whatever reason, the knob has been polished and worn down enough that he can't actually get a grip.
All right, so we just leave that alone, guys. Should we just leave it alone?
Someone else could try. Someone who can actually get a grip.
Adria, you're the next strongest, I think, aren't you?
I can try.
You're as Aya Post-it said to me, I know who the beef of this relationship is. It's Adria.
Al's going to assist you with it by, as you pull on it, he's going to basically try and push you backward as well.
Like in the
So
gut.
you
I just
have
picture him in the
advantage.
gut, pretty much just pulling backwards on you.
So you have advantage, Adria.
Come on,
That'll
beef.
be good. Oh, good. That helps.
Zil will kind of just watch.
21.
21. That is enough for you to pull the... As you pull, you hear a loud crack, and the handle sort of breaks a little from the door.
Oh, you cut out there. Just the giant.
You hear a loud crack, and the handle breaks enough from the door that you're able to open it.
Hey!
Eh,
See?
So, the room inside, as you look, this one is completely unlit, and it has a bare wooden floor. There are wooden table, chairs, a wardrobe, a commode, and a bed. Beside the bed, in a small bedside table, has brass candlesticks, and there is a yellowed tallow candle in it.
Hey, George, do I see any books?
well, let's go check out the wardrobe.
Okay, so you do not notice any books.
And for my
As you
invest,
enter-
20 is a 20. As we enter? Okay, I'll wait.
As you enter into the room, the candle suddenly sputters into flame. A bony figure sits bolt upright on the bed. It stares at all of you, its jawbone dropping open, and a dim blue glow issues from the light socket. Everyone, make me a wisdom saving throw. Against fear.
Okay, I don't get a bonus for that. Oh, 14. Would a 14 pass?
Yes.
Okay, then I don't need to use Blessed by
22.
Gods.
Wisdom, right?
Yes.
19.
Okay.
Al is the only one who's shaken by this.
God damn it, Al. You'd figure the person who has been... Okay, I would say the person I realized I have also been dead, so... Remember, Al. Shiny and chrome.
I'm just hugging you right now.
Aww. I need to fix
So
these.
the skeleton stands up
Spooky, scary
and starts
skeletons.
walking towards all of you.
Firebolt.
Hold on.
Solve all my problems right here.
So make your attack roll.
Silver's just like, nope. Now 20!
Okay, roll for damage.
Alright, so that's 4d10s. Alright, so 10, 15, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3. 23. Of fire damage.
Okay.
Of Bernie damage.
Before it even gets a chance to sting, the explodes.
I did it!
Silver.
I did it! It scared Al. Look how scared he was.
At this point, the candle sputters and dies.
There we go.
And
Problem
you can
solved.
see that half of it was already consumed.
Like, it just burnt halfway.
Yeah, it burnt halfway.
Just in that, like...
And you just see a whole bunch of tallow has melted around it.
See? Problem solved.
Lily goes to check out the laundry.
Yeah, I say, let's search time.
Okay, make search rolls.
15, 17.
I think that's a 17 for me as well.
High five.
Okay, so all the clothing in the wardrobe, old, moth-eaten, dusty, and most of it grab it. And the rest that doesn't fall apart is still very old and
It's called vintage, George.
it's also called there are more holes than there is clothing.
I mean, hey, teenagers like that these days.
I mean,
You honestly would look better going naked.
Alright.
I mean,
If you say so.
we've already established Lily doesn't seem to have a problem. But
I had to say, I figure Zilverick doesn't really have a problem. Lilia doesn't have a problem. Adria probably is the only party member that would have a problem. Right, Lilia? Or Adria?
However, as you're looking, you look on the bed, and under the pillow there's a
So
with an
gold what?
aquamarine- a gold ring with an aquamarine set into it.
ooh,
And I find that one.
Yep.
Alright, she'll pocket that. Because no trying magical items in a screen. If no trying on rings. Because you never know when they'll eat your finger.
Yeah.
That is something that that Team 4 Star has taught me.
So,
True.
what are you guys head off to now?
And that's all we find in there?
Mm-hmm.
I think we have 2 doors left.
Yep, we have 2 doors left that we haven't searched. Want me to flip a coin?
Yep.
Alright, heads is 1, tails is 2. Tails it is.
Okay, Tails. You head right across the hall to the southernmost eastern door.
Southernmost eastern?
Yes. So the
Okay.
southernmost eastern
Oh,
door.
my brain heard western there. So I'm like, wait, that's inversed. So down and to the right.
You
Or no, down to
open
the left.
This door into a room that is about 40 feet north-south and about 30 feet east-west.
Anything
This,
cool?
this room has a comfy armchair, a reading table with 2 chairs, and a small bookcase. There are several copies of the Lawyers and Scribes newsletter and the date on them is 1981,
Alright.
lying around.
Silver looks very happy about books.
And there are several score of leather-bound books. There's an open book on the reading table, and rather unusually, an ornate enabled suit of plate armor on a stand in the northeast corner of the room.
That's gonna come alive and kill us.
Yep.
Alright, Zilver will look to... I feel like Zilver and Lilia look together. And we share that look of like, that's gonna try and kill us. Should we try to kill it first?
Yeah.
Should we try to kill it
that's
first?
So how are you going to go about that?
Let's get Eldritch Blast.
You shoot an Eldritch Blast.
Preemptive strike.
From the doorway. Make an attack roll for each one.
Preemptive strike this bitch. Zilver's also gonna throw a firebolt at it. For
Okay,
good.
make your attack roll.
Okay, so,
Dirty 20.
Scroll up below. So that's a 24 and a 23 to hit.
Okay. Your magics hit the enameled suit of armor, and it just explodes into many small pieces.
I feel like Zilver and Lilia look at each other and they give a high five. Right?
Yeah.
We did it. Good. I say, it's like... That's just for precautionary things. We didn't need that anyways. And then we
I
end...
just picture Norris just standing behind all of it.
Yes! Like, what are you two doing? and actually, I realized Zilver probably has no clue about any horror movies aside from, like, whatever the drow... I feel like drow horror stories are really fucked up.
Yeah.
Right? George, would you agree with that? Drow horror stories are, like, the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
So what do you guys do? Do you enter into the room?
Yeah, with the armor... With us totally killing the threat in this room, we enter.
Okay. So you enter the room and suddenly
George,
flies off the shelf.
what flies off the shelf?
You enter the room and one of the books flies off the shelf and opens up. Suddenly, a sonorous voice intones the following. Slam. The doors sealed the wretches in to meet their fate. The bands were hot and seared the flesh. The wrist breakers gripped their bones. The leg beaters made them scream in agony. On the rack the screams grew louder as the head of the thigh bone popped from its socket and tendons tore and ripped apart. Blood frothed on the lips of the convulsing victims. So,
Man, that's a really nice romance novel.
as this happened, so as the end of the first sentence, the doors slam behind all of you, closing you in the room.
Oh no.
As the brands were mentioned, 2 metal branding irons materialize in the room and start to attack you.
Roll initiative?
Yes. However, it's going to be 2 random people. There are 5 of us, so I'll roll a d10. 5, that is Lilia. 1, that is Al. So,
I was just gonna say, as the brand comes from I was like,
Lilia, you're gonna end up like Jem.
as the section about gripping their bones happens, that will be 3, so that's Zilvra.
My bones, I need those.
Norris.
Oh no! I need those!
So, Zilvra and Norris, each of you make an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw. Okay. I'm okay at these. Dirty 20.
11.
Those are my bones. I need those for things.
So, yeah. He's going to take some damage, and he now believes that his hands are
Or what? Sorry?
handcuffed. He believes that his hands are manacled by horrific handcuffs
I mean,
pierced by metal screws that are tightening into his wrist.
handcuffs probably are not unfamiliar with Lilia
Yeah,
and
well-
Norris.
As I was saying, these are horrific
I know.
handcuffs
I'm making a
are
joke at their
sending
sex life.
screws through the body.
I know. I'm making jokes about their sex life. Let me have this.
Nope. That's
Oh,
going to
was I
be
supposed
Lilia
to say
and Adrian. Hold on, I'm not done yet.
Oh, God.
There's more.
But wait, there's more!
On the part of the leg beaters make them scream, Lilia and Adria make intelligence saving throws.
Come on, pass.
I hate 19.
Dirty 20.
Yes!
Okay, both of you resist the effect. So now it just comes time for combat with these flying brands. So it is going to miss Al and
You,
sorry, Lilia, what's your armor class?
16.
16.
7.
No, you don't need to, Adria. I meant Lilia.
no, I think for
Oh.
initiative. Is that?
We're not doing initiative, just
Ah.
prize round.
Oh, okay.
6. So you take 6 bludgeoning damage and 8 fire damage, Lilia. So a total of 14.
Oh.
As this burning brand just slams into you with gut-wrenching force.
Owie.
Jesus.
You can see that's now your brand.
Okay. So, yep, now it's time. Hold on, let me just... Okay, roll for initiative, everyone.
Alrighty.
19.
Oh. I just lost my... One second. I just lost my... My thing just... I bounced up onto my computer and minimized the chat. There we go.
7.
21. I rolled my die, it bounced off of my thing and onto my computer.
Okay.
Norris is probably first.
Nope. Zilver, you're first.
Holy.
Remember, his hands are being
That is true.
bound.
Alright.
Track.
I will draw my dagger out and slash.
Okay, make it an attack roll.
12 plus 6. 18.
18, that is going to hit. Roll for damage.
Also, it's metal, right?
Correct.
It takes double damage then.
Yep.
So, 4.
At least from the electrical part.
4. So 7 points of piercing and 6 electrical.
Okay, 13 total. So it actually breaks that brand.
All
and
right.
the next one to go is Lilia. Which one did you attack? The one in front of Lilia?
Probably the one in front of Lilia, because I feel I'm closer to Lilia than Al. Like,
Okay.
not in terms of, like, liking the person, just in terms of she's right behind me.
Yeah, physically.
Yes. She's got my back.
Lilia, it's your turn.
Also, I need to buy a second dagger at some point, so I can dual weapon without, two-weapon fighting without summoning a weapon.
I'm gonna go ahead and Eldritch Blast.
The one on Al. That's the only other one left.
Yeah. That's a 26 and a 19.
Both those hit. Roll for damage.
Come on, damage.
5, 7. So 12.
12 points of damage. That will destroy it. So, all the magical effects seem to fade. Norris, he's taken 5 points of psychic damage
All right.
Oh.
from it.
And he's now afraid of handcuffs. Sorry, Lilia.
Now,
He's usually not the one from the handcuffs.
But he's the one who handles the handcuffs.
the book is still floating in the air and to now be keening.
Huh? Sorry, what?
The book is floating in the air still and is now keening.
What is keening?
It's like a riddle.
High-pitched wail.
Oh.
Yeah.
I say, whose turn is it? Because they should probably attack the book.
You're out of combat.
All right. Zilver will throw a dagger at the book.
You always get Eldritch Blast. Like,
Actually, no. Zilver's gonna firebolt the book because that is more effective on a book.
Make attack rolls.
11 plus 8,
19 and an 18.
19.
Okay. You each hit with one attack.
That is a 20 on the die
For damage?
for damage. Yeah, it's a 2d10s.
Okay.
It's it's total level, not spellcaster level.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20.
No,
10.
Okay, just making
Sorry,
sure.
When you said 20 on the die,
Sorry, I should say.
that doesn't matter for damage.
I know. Sorry, I'm saying like on the. Meant 20 on the dice, and I rolled 2 10s. Sorry,
That's why I was asking, what do you mean?
my brain's gone out. I should might as well just roll a d20 at that point, but I guess I can roll a 1. But I mean,
And actually, 2d10 is close, has 11 as an average, whereas a d20.
yeah, that is true.
What'd you get?
10.
30 points of damage.
And I mean, fire damage
So,
is half of that, or
You
most.
destroy the covers of the book, but it's still floating in the air. And
Shouldn't fire be super effective to it?
it should be normally. So, as the book
magic
starts
bullshit.
to burn away and the vellum is turning to ash, you see the smoke from it create what looks like a wizened.
Oh, what?
creature.
Sorry?
A wizened dwarf-like creature
Okay.
with tentacles for arms that end in pincers.
That
There is
went
a
from-
crest along the chest,
that went from Kiki's.
which parts at the sternum to form a V, leading up to the shoulders. The crest is of green, scaly skin that drips purulent filth onto the ground. It has legs and feet like a frog.
Gross.
This guy really likes his chimeras.
This one has an initiative of...
Do you want us to re-roll initiative or keep old initiative?
Keep those. So Norris goes first,
Shocker.
as we were in that part of initiative order.
We're just gonna keep going on initiative.
Yeah.
Also, I love that Lily and I are on the same page for this, at least, of burning that book and fucking it up.
That is one hit with his pistol for 5, 12, 15 points of damage. Okay. The next one to go is going to be Al.
Go Al.
Al is going to go into a rage and start tearing at it. That is a
Second.
natural 20 and a hit with
Oh.
the other attack.
Yes.
Go Al.
So that's going to be 4, 9, 11,
9/11.
17, 20, 23 for his first attack.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Look at
okay,
Bob!
it isn't specifically that, so 23. The second attack is going to be 3, 4, 5, 10 more points of damage.
Yeah, ow.
Okay. All that. It's now its turn to go.
Ah.
So, with one tentacle, pincer, it's going to attack Al and miss. With the other one, it is going to reach out at the next closest person. So I'm just going to roll a d4 for the others of you. So that's Zilvra that it's going to go towards. Now, what's your armor class?
16.
It is going to miss.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, roguelike abilities.
Next one to go is going to be Adria.
Sick 'em, Adria.
Going to attack it with my Ghost Blade.
Okay.
A 9.
9. That is going to miss.
Okay.
Zilvra, you're up.
All right. Does it have any is it wearing metal or is it just like shirtless?
No, it's all just mutated flesh.
Do I get the idea that fire would hurt it? Like, does it look like it'd be something that resistance to fire? Is it like the
You're
smoke?
not sure.
Well, is it like this? Is it like an actual corporeal thing?
Yeah, no, it's corporeal.
All right, I'll firebolt it then.
Okay.
I think that's an 18. 19.
Okay.
Does that hit?
hits. Roll for damage.
7, 9. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points of damage.
16. That will kill it.
Firebolt for the win! Firebolts and lightning, very, very frightening.
Okay. It falls over dead, and the keening that was going on through all of this has stopped.
Thank God that noise is done. That was really hurting my ears.
Yeah.
Also, George, I realized how good it was that I saved for that fear effect.
Yeah.
I realized how lucky I was that I didn't fail, because I would have became useless.
Yeah.
No, literally, like, I'm useless. I can cast 3 spells, that's it. As a tiny fox. Alright, so let's search the room now.
So, there are a lot of books in here. All of them have dates that have 4 numbers. Most of them were printed between a time of 1867 and 1969.
1969. Lily's favorite year.
And although
69.
most of them just appear to be general books, there doesn't appear to be anything truly of interest.
Okay, so nothing really interesting? Not even in the leather-bound books?
Well, no, that's what all of them are. They're all leather bound.
Okay. So nothing...
However, as you look closer, you find 3.
Ooh.
The first is an account from 1899 on the effects of exposure from solidified magic.
Alright.
The second one is a historical treatise on the politics between the Eastern and Western nations. And then the third one is a history of a
History of a what?
noble family from a city you're not quite sure where it is. It lists a long and distinguished career of many.
George, what's the name of the city? Just for, even though I don't recognize it, what's the name?
Harrisburg.
Parisburg? Or Harrisburg?
I've typed it out for you.
God damn it, it immediately closes it. Because I'm open on the chat. Carisburg. Okay.
And so the first names, the first name is Johann from 1610 to 1666. Jurgen.
Sorry, what?
It lists a lot of names
Alright.
from this family. All of them begin with J-O or J-U.
Alright.
And are all listed around the 16s into the 18s.
So
However,
16.
the latest one starts at 1946 and has a dash with a blank spot.
Okay. Alright. And that's all I find for the books and such?
Yep.
Nothing else cool in here?
Nope.
Alright. Guess we go for the last room, guys?
As you look at the dates in there, Al goes, huh. That's odd.
What?
What?
Well, if everything I know is correct, I've been dead for 700 years, and the last date I can remember is 1942.
1942. Okay. Do we know if Al died from the meteor, or?
No, he was sacrificed.
Okay, so there's probably... Alright, so there's probably more to that then. Huh. Has Al ever heard of Carisburg?
I remembered something about automobiles.
Are they like trains?
Kinda.
I say, honestly, the best way to describe technological things that move people is to just describe them as trains to Silver, because Silver only recently knows what a train is.
It's kind of like that. I'll explain.
Alright, that sounds cool. No, I say Silver actually is really interested in the history and stuff.
He points out the dates, but I mean, if this date is correct, and this is meaning that this is when they were born and they're still alive, that means we're roughly 700 years in the past.
In the past?
Yes.
What do you mean in the past?
The last year I remember is 1942. I was dead for 700 years.
Alright, so it doesn't mean we're in the past, it just means that...
Date, at least here, this shows if a family this prominent, they'd of course fill this stuff out. Rich people are all about that.
Yep. I feel like Drow do that, they're very much like that too.
But this date is only about 40 years after I died. This birth date.
Yeah.
And I've been dead for 700 years.
So you think we're in the past, then?
I mean, as far as I can take it, this thing hasn't...
Okay, that's weird.
He, grabs the book and just starts waving the cup.
Well, I just put her hands up to her look like, damn it.
Tired of this time travel bullshit. That's the look Lily is giving?
Yes.
All right. Well, she'll toss them into the bag. These will make good reading material later, or we can. And once I'm done with them, we can give them to someone else. This might be
Sure.
interesting. All right. So let's go to the last room.
Okay. Ah, the last room right there.
No,
So-
we can roll a d1 if you want.
No, I forgot which room you hadn't been to yet. I just remembered.
Cat just realized what I said there.
Oh, wow. It's 11:52.
No!
Holy shit! No.
Well, that's because it took us an hour to get to...
That is very true. We also had to wait for Penny. Like, we didn't want to start anything serious.
Yeah.
So, as you get to the door, I want everyone to make a perception check.
14 plus 0, I think. Perception, you said?
Yes.
All right, Rob 14.
21.
Okay, so everyone notices that there's the smell of roasting meat coming from this room.
Ooh.
And there's also the regular squeak screech noise from within, like that of metal grinding on metal.
So it's a spit.
I
I hate this too. We're in agreement here. I think all of us hate this.
Yeah.
You open the door.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Two.
So this room is roughly 40 feet east, is actually about 50 feet east-west by 40 feet north-south. Inside this room are work tables and utensils. The room is dominated by a large wood stove and a huge range of grills.
Ooh.
There's also a metal spit being turned by one of two figures present. Now, these figures have a very shambling look about them, and they don't appear to be physically and mentally protruding from this. So, there's a large amorphous writhing on the spit. Protruding from the surface of the meat, looking like facial features underneath stretched vinyl, are silently screaming faces. Hands and fingers within the column of meat seem to be scrabbling at its surface, desperately trying to escape. Everyone, make a will save. A wisdom save.
Is this for fear effect?
Fear effect.
All right. So I'm gonna read it, and I'm gonna. Oh, thank God! I rolled an 18. I'm paranoid about losing any fear effects because I need to pass them, or I become instantly useless.
20.
12.
Oh no! No, not the beef.
So Adria and Al are both struck by this for a moment, and their tenuous grip on sanity slips just a little bit.
Uh-oh. I know this. I know this thing. I know this from Out of the Abyss.
The two figures in the room
Two zombies.
turn towards you, and you see that the flesh seems to be rotting off them.
Ah, so zombies.
They grab cleavers that are near them and they towards you, and one of them goes, "More food."
All right. Let's hit them with some fireballs. So roll initiative.
Yep.
Oh, I almost dropped my die on the ground again. 23, which is a nat 20 for me. But on an
15.
13.
nat 20 is getting on nat 20 on initiative is the most disappointing thing ever.
Okay. So Norris is gonna go first.
Yep. Surprising nobody, Norris is first.
Mhm.
That is going to be 15 and a 13. Those actually both hit zombies.
Yes. Fuck him up, Norris.
9. So 19 to the first zombie. And 18, 21 to the second.
All
So
right.
he does a quick shot at each of those. So the second zombie falls to the ground from a headshot. The first one stands right back up.
So
I'm
only
getting
one of them's
shot.
dead?
Yes, only one of them is dead
All
right
right.
now.
Perfect. As long as only one of them's dead. Either way.
Silver, your turn.
Firebolt!
Okay.
19.
19 hits, roll for damage.
9, 5. So 14 damage.
14. Okay. It fails, so it collapses to the ground as well.
Hell yeah. Hmm. That's it? Nothing else we can kill here?
Nothing that you can see.
I don't like the sound of that.
No.
Hey, does Al see anything?
As you look around, you notice that the spit has continued to rotate on this.
I hate this place.
Al does not notice anything else.
Alright, no, okay, perfect.
You do notice, however, that there is a door on the northernmost part of the western wall, and there are 2 doors right near the center of the northern wall.
Right, which one should we go through, guys? Oh, actually, first, anything
That's
interesting in
actually-
this room?
You search the room, and there's really nothing of interest.
Actually, hold on. Is there a dagger in
Everything
here or
is
something?
Rusted. You could get a kitchen knife, but it is very poor quality.
Okay,
Rusted
so
wood.
no point. It probably wouldn't be dex-based. It would probably be strength-based.
It would also have serious minuses.
Yeah, alright, then never mind.
You know what? And we're actually going to leave it off there.
No, that's a perfect...
As it is midnight, and we'll continue this next time.
Alright, sounds like an awesome plan. Sounds like we're going to be ready to die next session.
Good luck,
Hey, thanks for the
And-
session.
and thank you all for playing. Thank everyone for watching, and hopefully you come back next week to see the rest of this horrible mission our players are on.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.